It's the space where you're no longer who you were, but you're not fully where you're going. And in that space, things can feel uncertain. They're not wrong. They're not broken. They're just undefined. And it can feel like you're standing between two versions of your life without fully belonging in either one. Have you ever felt like you're in between who you used to be and who you don't even know yet? Take a moment to like this video and subscribe because this is something that many people move through. And I'm here today to talk about it with you. Because this space can feel confusing and sometimes it can feel unsettling. You've changed. You know that. You can feel it. But your life hasn't fully caught up yet. And that creates a kind of in between experience that doesn't always make sense. See, I remember a time where I could clearly feel that I was no longer the same person that I'd been. Now, of course, I'm the same person, but something had shifted. Actually, much had shifted. It was the way that I thought, the way I felt, the way I responded to things. But my life still looked similar, and that created this strange feeling like I was living in a space that no longer reflected who I was. Take a moment. Have you ever felt that? Where internally you've changed, but externally things still fully haven't shifted yet. This kind of this kind of creates a disconnect, not from yourself, but from your surroundings, from your environment, from the structures that were built based on who you used to be. And I remember moving through these unfamiliar or familiar spaces, doing all the things that I had done, but feeling like I was seeing it all differently, almost as if I had stepped slightly outside of it, not disconnected, but aware. And most people interpret it as like confusion or just being lost or not knowing what they're doing. But often it's not about being lost at all. It's about being in transition. That space is not the beginning and it's not fully formed for the next version of yourself, but you're in the middle. And the middle is not always comfortable. Just notice that. What if this space that you're in right now is not something to fix, but something to move through? Because your nervous system is adjusting. It's letting go of old patterns. It's letting go of old identities, of old ways of being. Yet the new ones haven't fully stabilized yet. I remember feeling that uncertainty, just not knowing exactly what came next, not having clear answers. And that can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to clarity. This is where many people rush forward, trying to define themselves too quickly, to find the next identity, to create certainty in their life. But rushing often pulls you out of the process because that rushing is also activating the nervous system. This space is not empty, it's active. Things are reorganizing internally, emotionally, energetically. So take a moment and just pause for a second. If you're in a space, what if something important is happening, even if you can't fully see it yet? You don't need to define yourself right now. You don't need to figure everything out. You are allowed to just be in between. It's the allowing that is reorganizing. And I remember reaching a point where I stopped trying to rush it, just stopped trying to figure it all out and just allowed myself just be in that space. Something softened. Because when you allow the space, something begins to emerge naturally. It's not forced, it's not rushed, but it's aligned. And this is not confusion, it's transformation. You are integrating who you've been with who you're becoming. And that takes time. I just want to talk about that a minute because I also talk about who you've been and you're becoming. And I want to just say that who you are becoming is more of the truth of who you have always been. You're becoming a different version of yourself because your nervous system is reorganizing and no longer responding to old patterns. Now, there are times when this in between space can feel difficult to move through on your own. I know it. During that time, I received plenty of support. And I also offer that support for the last 25 years. I'm Tina Brigitini, and I am the founder of Crystalline Awaken Retreats. Anyway, you can find the link down below. If it ever feels right for you to explore a little deeper, go ahead and just explore. You don't even have to take action in this moment. I've also written books that you can access that will support you in understanding how to regulate nervous system even more. And I do want you to know you're not lost, you're not behind, you're just in transition, and that space is leading you somewhere meaningful. So just trust it. Take care of your nervous system, nurture it, and I will see you in the next video. Many blessings. Tina Brigitini.